Good morning, guys. Ghost Raven here. Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines 2. So we're going to jump right into what we can consider action in a city simulation game. So this is our beautiful hospital in the middle of our city. And you can see, so we have our higher density offices and our higher density commercial. And we have lower density commercial just sitting in amongst the whole lot of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade our last little bits of lower. So I'm going to just pause the game. I'm going to paint in these two areas. I'm going to delete the buildings that are inside. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it grow. And if it breaks like this, I'm just going to try and fix it on the fly. There we go. Okay, so our city is starting to take shape. Got a lot of high density offices coming in. We can probably start bringing in some more people. We can have a look at our unemployment rate and see how that's going. So we've got a 4.8% unemployment rate. Not fantastic. So maybe we should just upgrade some of these offices to more high density. Okay, so I want to play with the size of the blocks as well. So I can see here that this is actually a 6x6 block over here, this building. So if I zoom out of it and go in, I can actually show you. So what this is going to do is that's going to turn into a much bigger building. So it'll just change the heights of the city, make it look a little bit more realistic. So I'm going to paint in that. I'm going to destroy that. You can see it's going to produce a much bigger building on the corner. And then I'm going to have another two smaller buildings over here. So I'm just going to paint in. So just so we have a little bit of height difference, make it look a little bit more realistic. Maybe do the same thing over here. Maybe we can bring in a bigger building over here. And then we'll just do two smaller buildings there and there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change all of these to the high density version. And I'm going to do the same for that. We've got a lot of growth coming in. We have a little bit more space for this mixed use, so I'm going to bring in a little bit more mixed use here. Nice, okay, so let's just bring in the next round. Okay, that one's broken, so pause and just fix it there. Then we can bring in some high density offices behind it to basically buffer from the sound before we get to the residential, which I'll be high residential over here. Okay, so got quite a lot of growth coming into the city. We've got quite a lot of income. We're making almost 200,000 an hour, and our current population is growing a little bit because we've added a little bit more mixed use here. So we're going to have a little bit more residential people moving in. I want to try and limit the number of people moving in at the moment. So I'd rather build up on our infrastructure. We are importing our electricity, so that is something that I want to change. And maybe just look at our education system and just refine it a little bit better. Maybe just put in some more facilities. And we're also going to have to look at our recycling. So, because our garbage management is kind of sitting in the green, but it's very quickly going in the opposite direction. And as our city is going to grow, it's going to become more of a problem. So we do have a little bit of money. So I want to start bringing in some more agricultural, or maybe some more basic processing of ores and things like that. So maybe we can put some oil in, maybe we can put some rock in, and then I definitely want to be able to bring in a power station so we can expand our electricity grid and start maybe exporting electricity to the outside world, increase our income further. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the simulation here. So we don't have a lot of people coming into the city at the moment. So I'm just going to delete the highway all the way back to this point. Okay, and I'm going to choose 3-lane parallel mode, and I'm just going to drag this out. Just give us a little bit more space to play with over here. Okay, we're going to use this continuous tool now to just kind of wrap it around slowly and gently. Okay, so people have access back into our city, so we can run the simulation again. And I'm going to extend this grid out. Okay, so I'm probably just going to go out another 2 initially. That's 168. Okay, so then we're going to bring in another row. But now this is going to be, I think, the start of our stone. So I'm going to use a 4 grid by 4 grid. So we're going to go 240 out. Okay, we want to do another 3 rows of that.
You're listening to Naughty Nan breaking all the rules here on the Smooth Beat.
Okay. That's perfect. Okay, then also the electricity from the outside world at the moment, I'm going to move. So I'm going to just put in another unit there, and I'm going to redirect the electricity supply from there to there. Okay, now I'm just going to draw in a couple of these grid blocks here. And every now and again, I just want to make sure that I have not messed anything up. So what I can do is I can just choose the normal straight line tool over there, and I can just make sure that that's a 90 degree. And if that's a 90 degree, then I know that I've done it correctly. Okay, so another 168. One last one. And I think I want to build in an off-ramp to the highway over here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go in the middle of it. Perfect. I think that's perfectly in the middle. 1, 2, 3. And as we just reached our next point, that's fantastic. Okay, that looks okay. Just want to go back to the 4-lane one-way. Okay, I'm putting in some grass so that people can't park as they come off the highway. So it just allows traffic to free flow. Okay, and take the parallel tool off and then just build the slip lanes on and off. Okay, and then remove pedestrian crossings from here. And the same from as you go into the neighborhood. And remove the traffic lights. Okay, and then last thing, I'm going to stop people from being able to go straight in those lanes. They're going to have to turn off. Just creates a little bit more free-flowing traffic, and it allows it to move. It allows it to flow smoothly. I want to bring in a communications tower. Run a communications tower out this side. Excuse me. Okay. And then I'm going to be a little bit naughty. I'm going to cheat a little bit because I've got a mod that allows me to draw in particular resources into the map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw in some oil. Okay, and then I'm just going to cover these blocks in. It just adds the oil resource to those blocks for me. Just keeps everything nice and neat. Okay, and then I can produce oil. Okay, so we've obviously gone up a level, so we just need to come back down to the normal level. Give it an access road, provides utilities to the building, and use the specialized industrial tool to drag it out. That should help with our oil production to the city. then I just add in a node and I just drag it around so it's nice and smooth. Excuse me. And the same thing, I'm going to do the same thing on the side. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just drag it up. Okay, maybe let's just fix that. It's going to bug me a little bit. A little bit too much of a perfectionist for that. Okay, so let's just fix this. There we go. Okay, so now we've got oil supply. If you look at our production, we should be getting oil into the city now. Producing double what we need, and then we're exporting the other half. It's also going to help with our budget, help us increase our income, although we don't seem to be having a problem with our income at the moment. Okay, and then I want to bring in some stone. And stone, you don't need to worry about anything. So I'm going to use the 4x4 here. Just make sure there's no issues in the city. City seems to be flowing smoothly. Okay, so that's a 4x4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in our first stone mining. Try and get the circles so close to the edges as possible so we can utilize all the space. Okay, and an access road. It's complaining there for a second. Sets automatically because there's got the crossroads has created an intersection automatically. We will get rid of that because I want to bring in a power station. I love the stone mining machine. You create a big enough space and it automatically spawns in the area. Sometimes you can have to, I mean, I'm not using all the space that's available to me because I'm conforming to my rectangle and to my grid system. But I mean, if you have a look at the stone, it's quite a big circumference. I mean, that you can mine. It's probably the better way to do it. Okay, so if I want to maybe bring in another highway down this side. Then we can hook up and go around this way as well. And then we can have another off-ramp to the highway. See, because there's the main off-ramp at the moment. We don't have access to it because we don't own that territory. Okay, so we've got stone now. So if we have a look, we'll be producing quite a lot of stone. Fantastic. So the only things we're missing are the ore and the coal. The coal we're going to want to start producing because I want to bring in a coal station. So maybe we can do coal on this side. Or maybe we put in the highway and we do the coal on the other side of the highway. I don't know. Okay, so I think initially I'm going to... the problem is if we put it in now, then we're going to have to worry about it later. So maybe I'm going to just put in the intersections, the highway, and see how much space we've got to play with on the other side. Okay, so we're going to go up by 168. Using the wrong tool there. 168. And 168. Okay, so 3-lane, one-way highway. I'm not changing that. I want to add the parallel tool. And I'm going to draw in a highway intersection here. Okay, and then coming across the highway, we're going to have the start of our next zone. So I'm just manually drawing in, and I'm going to take that out now. Just to get an idea, maybe we can put in another roundabout here. 168. Oh yeah, I think I went a little bit too far. Let's just check if this is 90 degrees. No, seems to be okay. And we're going to go out 120. 168, 120. No. Okay, there we go. Just make sure that's 168. From there it is. And then we can remove that. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure how we want to go out. So let's just go back to the grid tool. And I'm going to draw out... let's just see if we can try and match... Wait. Just broke that completely. Okay, so let's just do what we know. 360... 480. And we want to go out another 3. So 360. Went out too far, so let's just delete that. Just delete all of it. 360. And we make sure that this is 168. And it's 90 degrees. 90 degrees, perfect. Okay, so we need to put in a intersection here, or highway off-ramp. So I'm gonna do it, I think it's just a little bit back. See, it's normal ground level and up 1, so I'm gonna do it here, I think in the middle here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And maybe let's look at putting in proper intersections now, just to help with traffic. And maybe we want to grow the city out the other side as well. Okay, so we've got stone, we've got oil. I'm going to reserve the space, I think, for our power station. I want to produce our electricity on this side. It gives us a little bit of space to expand if we want to. I'm going to leave it in for now. We're not producing any coal, so I want to start thinking about that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And maybe let's do a little bit of upgrading in our city. So do we have a little bit of extra cash flow? Okay, so we want to look at bringing in a secondary college. So let's bring in a second college and let's immediately upgrade that. And we can put in another elementary school over here. And we can immediately upgrade that. Okay, we need to start thinking about parking as well, because I'm sure we're starting to get low on parking. You see our streets are getting pretty jam-packed full of cars. So we don't have much parking available. So I'm going to put in just a little bit like we have done in the past. I'm just going to put in parking lots here. Normally I would attach it, but because the tram is on the road, I'm not going to let it go onto the main road. I don't want cars to be able to use this road. If they want to get to the parking lot, they can just get in from this side. I'm going to remove the traffic lights and the intersections. Sorry, that's the wrong tool. Don't know what I just did there. Okay, and I'm going to bring in just 2 of these small little parking lots. So parking availability is still in the green, but it is getting quite low quite quickly. Okay, so I know on the other side we added medium residential over here, but I think I'm actually going to add a little bit more detailing. Excuse me. Okay, so we're going to use the line tool and bring the distance down to the minimum and then just bring it up by 1 and then use the spacing, automatic spacing, choose the age of the tree, make sure it's the right age, and then I'm going to run a row of trees over there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the bushes and that can go a lot closer together, so I'm going to change that. And I'm going to run the bushes along the edge. All the way along the edge. And the same for this side. It's going to leave enough space so I can run bushes all the way along this road, or this pathway. There we go. Looks a little bit nicer. Adding a little bit of greenery to the city. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to add the bigger fire station. So I'm going to delete the smaller one. And I'm going to bring in the big fire station. Add that into the city. So we have fire coverage. And I'm going to do the same with the police station. So I'm going to remove the small little police station and I'm going to put in a nice big one. We're going to have no problems with crime. No problems. Okay, so we're going to upgrade these buildings. We're going to add the helipad. We're going to add, just very quickly, all the ones that we can. Also a helipad for the fire station, helipad for the police station, and space for additional vehicles. And the same for, we've added more fire engines. On-site facility helps firefighters stay in shape. And then we've added the helipad. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more parking in here. So I'm going to add just a long one and a short one. And I'm going to maybe just add another one in here. If you don't mind making a bit of noise in the city, because this is where the noise is happening. This is where all the commercial and buzz is. So, okay, so just want to bring in another row of trees over here, trees over there, maybe bring in some bushes. There's space in front for bushes. Did I leave space? I did. There we go. And the same thing here. I'm just going to add a row of bushes. Okay, just a little bit of cool detailing. So I know this is a main road, and okay, we didn't stop parking from happening on this side, so I'm just going to add some grass here. Remove the parking facility here, and I see I didn't remove the pedestrian crossings and the traffic lights, so just remove that from there. So our city centre is starting to take shape, completely surrounded by commercial, and soon to be certainly surrounded by business and then residential. So taking shape, looking good. Nice bigger building over there. A little bit of a bigger building, just to create a little bit of height change. I think we're going to add another big building over here. It's going to be the biggest building in our city so far. And I know that building's just upgraded. Maybe we do another one there. And then just have normal small ones there like that. Okay, so we don't have very many people coming into the city. It's probably births more than anything that are coming to the city. Our unemployment is 2.5, so we're doing fine from an unemployment perspective. City is running smoothly, it's making money. I suppose we could upgrade these offices. We've got a big building coming in there. Well, two, I think. So maybe one over here. Maybe just put two right next to each other. There we go. We're just upgrading from the lower density to the higher density. This is going to allow us to earn a lot more money, employ a lot more people, provide more jobs. So that's good. That's good all around for the city. It's great. Okay, so let's have a look at our parking situation. It's not doing so well. We haven't spent very many of our points. So what I want to do is I'm going to spend some points. So the first thing we're going to do is we look at large roads, because it's going to give us the ability to access intersections, which is what we're going to want to do. We're going to need underground parking as well. Then from an electricity perspective, I want to go and get the coal power plant so that we can start producing our own electricity at quite a cost-effective rate. Want water pumping station, I don't know, we'll maybe look at that. Recycling, we want access to the industrial waste processing. It is very expensive. It's about 6 million or 8 million, somewhere around that ballpark. It's an expensive building, but it handles basically all of the recycling requirements of your city. We're not going to need anything else from the fire system. We are going to probably need a city hall, and we are probably going to need a prison, because the jails in the police stations, as far as I know, they can be arrested, but they're not stuck into prison. So if they get sentenced and they get sentenced to prison, they've got nowhere to go. So you do actually need a prison in the city. So I was thinking maybe sticking it out on an island out here. Just having one road coming in there. Maybe from the highway, I'll just have a road over the water, and have the prison on that little island. If it'll hold it, if it has the space. And then I also want to start bringing in the parking. So, okay, so the city hall, I'm going to select that. So subways, we're not going to worry about now. Okay, large sports park, I do want to start bringing into the city. And maybe we can look at improving our telecommunications and our post. Our post is fine for now. So we've got 2 points here. I'm just going to leave that for now. Just want to see what the height difference is of the bigger buildings. It looks nice. It's like 2 buildings next to each other. Okay. So I wonder if we should start bringing in some more residential. Unemployment is only 2.5%, so we can afford to bring in some more people into the city. So I'm just going to bring in some lower residential. I overshot there a little bit. There we go. Sorry, guys. Okay, so there you go. Almost did it again. You know, if I could afford a lot more space, to buy more space, I would. And then we could actually create like more residential zones. But at the moment, I'm just going to use the territory that I've got. We're making good money. We still have space to expand a little bit, so I'm going to use what I've got until that runs out, and then we can look at maybe expanding out elsewhere. Okay, so our demand is definitely going to outstrip our supply. Okay, so at least we've got some more people coming in there. And we should be looking at our education. So our elementary school's still doing okay, kind of. It's almost going into orange. High schools in the green, colleges in the green, universities in the green. So we're doing fine from a college and university. So I wonder if we should maybe using the space more productively for more elementary schools. I'm going to put some more on the other side anyways. I'm going to put some more over here. But now that we're running the tram lines along this main road, so I was going to put lower residential here, but I think I'm actually not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run 2 beautiful big parks right down the center of these 2 zones. Okay, and then I'm going to use it for that 6 and 6. Yeah, for mixed use. Oh, why did you do that, guys? Oh no, you know what I'm gonna do? Hmm. I don't know. Okay, so... Okay, let's maybe just do that on the side. That's fine. Okay, so let's just do that on the side. So it's next to the schools, next to the university. People can live. The shops are on the sides of the street. It's great. Okay, so it actually works out good. Okay, what we wanted to do is we want to upgrade the parking system over here. This parking lot can hold 321 vehicles, which is quite a lot, but not as much as what 3 of these ones can hold. The underground parking lots. So it's 200 each, so there's 600 parking there. And that takes care of our parking problems in the city in one go with 3 of those parkings. Starting to get these residential buildings coming in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some detailing again.
I find that hard to believe. Gray? Where's the fun in that? When you get to be my age,
There's a tree, random tree here, so let's just take that out. Make sure there's not another one on that. So it's 2. Actually, a dead one. Don't want that. And we're not on the right tools, so let's just delete that one. Just go back. Select the line tool.
Look like egg timers, if you ask me. Why women have to be squeezed into a bunch of lycra sausage cases?
Ah, there's another one over here.
I'm all for burning bras. Not that you even need to own one.
Ah, and I'm on the right tool again. So second time's the lucky charm, it seems. There we go. Not perfect, but at least it works. Okay, and let's bring in some high residential. So I'm going to bring in the tallest, biggest building we have. A 6x6. Boom. Going to be massive in comparison to the other ones. We can do a 4, which is a slightly stepped down version of that building. And 2 smaller buildings on that side. So it's going to bring in some residential. Oh, this building has become... I don't know why it's... Oh, I must have done something. It's my fault that the building's gone. No! I must have broke something. So there's our biggest building coming into our city. And a slightly smaller one, and then this I think is going to be the same size as these, and then these is going to be 2 smaller ones as well. Well, they look like they're going to be slightly higher than the ones behind them, which is fine. Just adding some variety of buildings in the city. Okay, university, are we struggling yet? No. High school and elementary school we're still struggling with. Okay, so I want to bring in the town hall. I think we do have it access to it. So city hall we do. Okay, but I want to just downgrade this road. So I'm just going to do the upgrade tool, and then I'm going to downgrade it to a smaller version. And I'm going to do the grassing so it doesn't allow parking. Not that we need it here. I mean, these people have got plenty of space here. Okay, and then I want to bring in the town hall. What I've done is I've left it for space, more parking over here. Okay, I want to try and fit in 2 parking bays, but I don't know what's going to work here. And that's too big. What can we do 2 of those? No, we can't. Pause. Okay, wait. It's not a bad idea to have another one of those. I mean, it does hold a lot of parking. What are our options here? Is there any more parking there? Okay. Can we fit in quite a big one on this side? No. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do that. I'm going to draw in an alley this way and up there. Remove the pedestrian crossings, remove the traffic light from there, and I'm going to flip this around to the smaller alley, if it'll allow me. There we go. Oh wait, you can actually probably I don't know if we're going to have space to be able to do anything. So let's move this one in. Much better, much better. Okay, and maybe just take this road. So I can cover that, and then what we can do is we can just add a little bit of greenery on this side. Try and cover the fact that we've just completely destroyed all of the greenery in the area. Sorry, guys. No more open space. There we go. Okay, we've increased our parking capacity dramatically, and we've got our town hall, and I'm going to upgrade it with the facilities so that we've got, what does it do? Increases the crime rate in our city and also the building level costs, which is fantastic. Every little bit helps. Down to 179,000, but we basically got full coverage now. Our schools are starting to take a little bit of damage, and we need to start thinking about our garbage processing. So let's go and have a look at that. We're also going to have to worry about our electricity. Our electricity is going to start becoming a problem as well, and we'll start generating our own. And our water is doing okay for now. Okay, so let's start thinking about our garbage. Okay, so we're going to add more vans. So more vans to go and collect. And I'm going to add whatever we can afford there at the moment. Which just increases the processing speed. So you can see it's gone back up into the green. So as we get more money, we'll just expand on that as well. And I was thinking of maybe bringing in some parking on this side. So if we have a look here, I want to just maybe come out. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Let me just check the distance. No, it's not enough. Okay, so maybe a little bit further. I just want to turn the snapping off for now. I just want to see the distance. See how many we have to come across. Okay, so and I want to push it one back off the main road. Okay, now that we've got, there we go. And I want to do the same thing on the other side. Don't have enough money. Okay, so basically we've created the one distance away. So I want to do the same. It's going to help us expand on our parking quite a lot as well. Okay, so I'm just going to remove some of these dead trees. I want to make this all pretty. And I'm maybe just going to remove the intersections and the crosswalks from here. Don't want to break that flow of traffic. Okay, we're doing okay. Not needing as much of it. How are we doing on our bus routes? 18%. I've minimized the number of vehicles we need. Okay, so people are already starting to use these parkings. Our parking availability in the city is fine. Way in the green. I was thinking of maybe just beautifying this a little bit. So we'll see what we have access to. Okay, so I know I definitely want to be able to put trees, palm trees and stuff. So let's start looking at that. Make sure the distance is right. Okay, and then I'm just going to drag that in front of the parking. Okay, and then I want to maybe it's not equally distant, but it's fine. Oh, we haven't crossed here, so let's maybe do that. Okay, and let's bring the trees up that side. Line tool again. That should have been more centered. Okay, and then nature. Let's see what we've got in nature. Got some rocks. So do we have like big piles? No. Okay, so maybe let's bring in like a little park. I don't know why my snapping doesn't come on there. There we go. Okay. So it is little park. Won't let me select really a dog park. We don't need. We don't have enough space for one of those. A large playground, no. Large city park, no. That's probably huge. Large plaza, no. No, we don't have no one basketball courts. Okay, so I think let's just add a little bit of and maybe we can just bring in a few trees.
Totally lit. We'll be hearing more like that later in the show. Now, if you're part of my regular
Don't need anything too hectic. Okay, and then so let's just have a look at what they're using here. So they've got spruce here, naturally growing, oak, pine. So spruce, oak, and pine they're growing naturally. So I'm going to use the tool. I'm going to take snapping off. I'm going to change the brush strength to 100%, and I'm going to take the brush size to 150. Okay, then we're going to be able to select. So I'm going to select pine, spruce, oak, and we're going to add some 404. So I'm holding down the controls so I can select multiple at the same time. And what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to start bringing in some more greenery. Costing us money, but we have a little bit, so I'm okay. Okay, spinning a little bit, make it look nice. I'm probably going to bring in more parking when we need it, so... There's a little bit of buffering between the highway, quite a little bit of noise buffering. Okay. So not bad. Looks like it's had a bit of time to grow, a bit of time to mature. Okay, we don't have any more space for office, I don't think. No, we do got lots of space for residential. We've got this weird little building in there. That does look a little bit strange. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Okay, and I'm going to say I don't want 6 million buildings, guys. There we go. Perfect. Okay, just slowly but surely. We don't want to bring in too many people all at once. We'll obviously start creating traffic jams. Okay, and how are we doing out on this side? So maybe just bring this out a little bit more. I don't think we're going to be able to fit 4 in here, but we can try. Let's see. Maybe just 3. The wrong road. 68. And 12 can be, we can maybe bring in some more agricultural land over this side. Or what we're going to really want to do, thinking about it, is actually bring in the coal. So I don't have enough space. Maybe I can just buy a little bit. We do have cash coming in. Okay, let's just build up a little bit more of a kitty. We have asked a lot more people to come into the city. Those higher residential buildings will bring people in. Okay, there's 47 passengers waiting, and there's 80 capacity on those buses, so those buses are actually doing fine. We don't need platforms for now. We don't really need a taxi stop for now. And we can really provide electric charging for the electric buses. How are these parkings doing? Doing okay. Going into winter, the trees are changing color. It's pretty cool. City's going nicely. Okay, did we do sports parks? Maybe we can bring in our first sports park. We did, and it is 160,000. We can afford that. A university, maybe we should just upgrade that first. More capacity and allow people to graduate faster. So I'm going to add 2 of those buildings. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This has actually turned out quite nicely. Some proper residential buildings. So asking for loads more. We have capacity on our lines. We have capacity on our... Only thing we don't have capacity is our electricity grid. And people are not happy because of noise. It's too much noise. Your city is too noisy. I know, guys. I know. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm going to need a 4th college. If anything, I'm going to need another elementary school and another high school. We are bringing in parks here, so that's going to help. Okay, so let's have a look. So we want the sports park. I just want to see the distance for now. And I think instead of doing what we normally do, I'm going to use one of these pedestrian footpaths. So I'm going to go right across the road. And I'm going to come up there. Is that the same? And there. That's the same. Okay, I'm just going to remove all of these intersections. I'm a little bit worried about the tram. It's too close to the intersection. So what you can do is you can select the tram stop and you can move it. And I say I just want to move it more into the middle. And he's going to stop there. It's better. And we're going to do the same thing for the other one. You don't want a traffic stop or a tram stop right near the corner of an intersection. You want it more in the middle of the road. But there's another intersection here. So it's not great, but not too bad. Okay, so now we've got footpaths, so people can literally walk around and do what they want to do. I'm just going to remove the natural trees and stuff from the area. See if we can maybe bring in some mixed or maybe just some commercial. Or maybe some parks. So this counts as a park. So let's see what it's doing for our area. It's not doing great because we're going to need our other parks coming in here, our sports parks. There's still plenty of residential demand. I don't like the 2 buildings. I don't like the 3 buildings. I don't like the 2 buildings. I don't like the 3 buildings. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So a little bit more money. I don't know. I think I might want to. We can afford it. I want to maybe join up with this highway over here, but I don't think we can afford it. We can. But it might be the other ones we want to buy. Okay, so I'm just going to buy that for now. Also gives us access to the train line. But I am going to just pull it back a little bit. Okay, I'm going to delete that. I'm going to extend that out. Because we don't have anything else here, I am going to just make sure I close it off. Wait, such a bad one. There we go. Just so that the maintenance trucks can get around if they need to. Okay, we only have the one maintenance depot. Let's just see how that's faring at the moment. So basically all the trucks are out. How's the condition of the roads, guys? So we do have some yellow and stuff. Maybe we can bring in another maintenance depot on this side. And just upgrade that. So that should help with maintenance quite a lot. Okay, so we have expanded out this way. So I just want to start bringing in infrastructure out this way. Okay, so we're going to go out 168. And the same thing here, 168. And I want to measure the distance there, 168. Measure the distance there, 168. Okay, and I'm going to bring in the highway. I'll build in a new highway. I really need to buy more land this side. Okay, so just like that for now, that's fine. And then I'm going to bring in the first start of the suburb on this side. So there's just 120, 168, 120. I messed it up. Okay. And I let's go up by 480, 600. Okay, and that should be 90 degrees with that. It is. Okay, perfect. So let's destroy that. And then I want to build in a highway off ramp. So I'm going to do that from here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Just nicely getting our infrastructure in, put grass on so people can't park. I'm not going to do the on and off at the moment because I am going to drag it out that way. What I am going to do before I do that is I'm going to, let's build this stuff, this infrastructure in at least. No, let's not start with that. Let's just start with this normal straight tool. I want to make sure it's 90 degrees. It is. Okay, we're going to come out 168. 120.
Stacking fresh beats all day and all night. You're listening
168. 120. Go. Okay, we don't need that anymore. Let's just not make them get used to the fact that they can use that, because they can't. Okay, so we want to go out, what would we say? It's 240, 480, 720. Okay, and then it's 1, 2, 3, just have a look here. 720. I don't think that's right on the line. What have we done, guys? We've messed something up. I've messed something up. Okay, so let's just go back. It looks like this is messed up. You can always just check to see if this is 90 degrees. We know that that's fine. Okay, perfect. I didn't mean to draw that in. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to come out 120, 240. Okay, I'm going to come out to 40. Perfect. And it's just maybe 120. Okay, then that should be 90 degrees. It is. Okay, perfect. Okay, and the same thing, I want to build in some off ramps here. So we are already up, I think, a level. Yes, we are. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We'll build the 1, 2, 3. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. I like to do this at this stage because when you put the intersections in and start snapping to all the guides, it makes it a lot harder to be able to draw in accurately these overpasses and stuff. So I like to just do at least this part of it now, and then the slip lanes we can do whenever we want. And also it takes the infrastructure like the water, electricity, and the sewage, and it brings it across to the side as well. So it's perfect. Okay, so we're gonna have remove parking. All right, cool. Okay, so that's attached to there, so that's got access to there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to purchase. See, thank goodness we didn't purchase those other ones. It did cost us 1.5 million, but that's fine. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to build an intersection from that side. But before we do that, we want to be able to handle the traffic over here. So we do have access to our proper traffic intersections. So okay, so let's do this first. So I'm going to draw this out. We need to go over the water here. So that's easy enough to do. So parallel tool again. Okay, and I'm going to go upper level. And just a little bit back from the water's edge. Make sure it's 180 degrees. It's perfect. 180 degrees, just so that we cross the water's edge. You can see the supports going into the water. And we're high enough off the water. Go back down to ground level. Not make too much of a gradient. And then 180 degrees. And come out all this way. Okay. So they have this pre-built in this one. So I'm going to flip this one around. And I'm going to just turn it slightly. I'm going to hold the right mouse button so that I can turn it slightly. And we might have to redraw in some of the stuff, but it's fine for now. Okay, and they only use a 2-lane, so we're going to use a 3-lane for now. So hook up with our stuff. We're going to upgrade this to a 3-lane. The same thing here like that. And you're going to have 2 lanes coming off there, 2 lanes coming off there, 2 lanes coming off there, and 2 lanes coming off there. Okay, so these are not very smooth, so I'm just going to pause this. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to delete that because it looks terrible. And I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to delete that. And we're just going to draw it in ourselves. We're going to use the curve tool. Make sure the parallel tool's off. There we go. Also doesn't look great. And maybe we need to upgrade the capacity. Okay, and then we're going to bring the 2-lane okay, we need to upgrade this one as well. Okay, that just adds more capacity to the intersections and the lanes. Maybe 3-lane there. Just a little bit further, I think. Perfect. Okay, so we can allow that to run. And people should start using it now. So maybe our first car will follow. There we go. Let's see where it goes. Different perspective driving along the highway that we've just put in. I mean, that highway was straight. Because of the contours of the land, obviously it's not perfect. Something's broken here. Dead end. Needed to put in a proper intersection there. I'm just going to see where this guy's going. Did he come from the outside of the city and he's using our highway to get to the other side? No? No, he is coming into the city. He's coming to park his car in the industrial area, and they're going to go and walk. Surely not. Okay. What are you up to? Moving in? So why'd you come park on the industrial zone, dude? Is she gonna walk all the way? That's crazy. I mean, why doesn't she just walk to the tram terminal? Crazy, man. Crazy. Okay, so that's how that's working. It is working, but not fantastically. At least we have given the ability of other people to be able to come into the city from a different place or shorten their trip. Otherwise, they'd have to go all the way around on the highway, join up with that intersection over there, and then come in at the top, which is not great. Okay, what's our unemployment doing? 2.1%. We've got basically demand for everything. We are increasing our population hourly and slowly but surely. We are making over 200k an hour. We've got 3 million in the bank. So we want to put in a proper power station. We're going to be able to. I'd like to extend that we can do that now. I mean 3.1 million. So it's all the money we have left. And then obviously the maintenance of that. I don't know if that's a little bit excessive. I'm just going to hold off for now. Wait till we have ridiculous amounts of money, and then I'll be happy to do it. And we kind of just left our sports park in the basically had nothing happening there. Okay, so I don't know, a mixed commercial, but maybe some offices. And then I was thinking of maybe putting in some sort of a park or something over here. Why won't it let me? There we go. And then we can just add some detailing. Didn't hear a helicopter overhead. A playground right next to, I don't know. Let's remove that. Maybe we should bring in some sports parks or something rather. Something a little bit more exciting. Maybe just yeah, we'll just bring in some basketball courts. That's better. And okay, we can bring in some more of this detailing. One tree. That's amazing detailing. Well done. Okay, so we want to choose that tool. We want to choose a line tool again. We've got quite a lot of space here. I mean, I wouldn't mind bringing in a little bit of parking or something, or some more buildings. Maybe some mixed use. Just really depends on how they use the space. Not the worst. Just that we have more shops, more buildings, more commercial on this side. pretty cool. Okay, and then we're going to do parks, and we're going to do that one, and we're going to do that one, and we know that we're going to do that one. We know that we want to bring in sports parks over here, so we're going to bring in that one. Tennis courts, skate park. Okay, we're going to be able to run a pathway along this way. And the same thing with this. Okay, so now we can immediately start looking at bringing in some more high residential. Just slowly but surely. I don't want to like have too many people rushing into the city in one go. So it's asking us for the other college. So I'm going to put the other college in. There we go. Okay, and we're going to just do some more detailing. Bring in some more high residential here. There we go. I'm just going to delete that tree. Okay, so we're going to be able to bring in these trees again, like we did on the other side. And let's just run the two down here for now. It's awesome because the trees are nice color. Okay, so we want to reduce the distance. Nice and tightly packed. Like they really are taken care of and pruned regularly. Okay. There we go. And I just want to bring in another row down this side. Another row down this side. There we go. Okay, so our next college is in. And we're bringing in a lot more people all of a sudden because we've put in some high density residentials. So it's going to bring in a lot more people into the city. And let's start looking at the site. So we need a elementary school. We definitely need another high school. We definitely already need another elementary school. Let's increase capacity. Hopefully it'll bring us back into the green. Should bring us back into the green. Kind of elementary, just barely. Okay, and the same thing, I'm going to add some parking. Sorry, wrong tools. Let's go to that one. Make sure we're on the right height. And make sure we don't cross into the main road with the trams on it. Cause unnecessary traffic. Okay, perfect. And we're going to put in some more parking. Okay, so educational demand is fine. And we have enough cash to be able to bring in our technical universities. So I want to do that. Technical university is in place. Fully upgraded. We have the cash flow. We might as well use it to our advantage. Absolutely. Okay, our parking situation, it's almost going back into the red. One's the orange at least. The city is requiring more parking. Are these completely full? 200, 200, 200, 200. Wowza. 800 cars. It's a lot. Okay, this medical facility is still doing okay. Our hospital is doing okay. Our police station is doing okay. Our fire station is doing okay. Everybody's happy. Lots of money coming in. Doing really nicely, guys. Let's see with the utilization. Okay, so our bus line 3, 20%, 13%, 9%. It's not really being used. Okay, so that is being used. So I'm going to increase the number of trams. I'll see how many we have available. So we've got another 2 available. So maybe definitely another one on that line, and another one on future for the orange line, because we only got 6, so we're going to add 7. So we're just adding some more capacity. Okay, so as I said to you, we're going to be able to expand on our parking. So I want to add another 2 in here. And we're going to have to do some more detailing so that it looks the same. Looking cool, man. Okay, cool. So we're going to do the same on this side. We do have a little bush in the way. It's fine. We'll just use it to our advantage. And just going to do some detailing of bushes here. There we go. I'm not going to do it for them now, that's fine. We've got parking and more parking available. More people coming into the city because we do have some residential growth going on at the moment. So there we go, guys. We've actually accomplished quite a lot today. We've put in the larger fire station. We've put in the larger police station. We've put in the town hall. We've upgraded max to all the buildings. We've done quite a bit of research. We have upgrading our parking facilities. We've upgraded all our lower density commercial and businesses to higher versions of density versions of those for more tax income. We have added quite a lot of detailing into the city, and we seem to have missed a little bit of detailing here. So let me just quickly fix that. And we have fixed our education. So we've put in a technical university. We have put in we've upgraded the facilities at our current university. So everybody's happy. The city's green. Everybody's smiling. People have jobs. It's flowing quite smoothly. And as I said to you, the only thing I'm really concerned about is the electricity. But that we'll tackle in the next episode when we can expand a little bit more out this way. I want to put in some coal production facilities so that we can fill up our own coal power plants and not have to worry about relying on bringing in coal or importing coal from outside the city. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. I hope you have a good day. Cheers. Bye.